In my previous video, I gave the first part of my response to Rob Skiba's claim that we in the Globe Camp have no working map or model.
Number 9, please realize you don't have a working map or model either. Those of you in the Globe Camp.
In this video, I will provide the second part of that response. To get the most out of this video, I recommend that you first click on the link at the top right corner or in my links below to access and watch the first video. I am now about to show you outtakes from my Blockbuster Flat Earth Takedown video that reveal how I applied simple observational logic to map usage for the purpose of proving that the simple act of using everyday road maps provides a powerful clue to support the fact that the Earth is a globe and cannot be flat. As Rob has so emphatically told us in his presentation, the globe model is more complex than the flat Earth model. He considers this to be a problem regarding the globe model. But rather than this being a problem for me as I proceed with my demonstration, the very complexity that we are dealing with will make it possible for me to show with simple logic why the Earth must be a globe and cannot be flat. It will even make it possible for me to remove the mystery for flat earthers as to why, after the past few years of intensive effort, no flat earther has been able to come up with a working flat Earth model. The facts and illustrations that I will now present are simple and easy to understand and make it impossible to conclude other than that the Earth can only be a globe.
Can Apple Maps kill you? I'm Jen Markham on Buzz 60. Police in Australia are warning the inaccurate maps could actually be deadly because the maps wrongly place a large town 43 miles away in the middle of the unforgiving outback. Police say they've rescued at least 4 people who became lost in the middle of Murray Sunset National Park while looking for Mildura Victoria, including one iPhone user who was stranded for more than 25 hours in the park, where there's no water and where temperatures top 109 degrees Fahrenheit.
And clearly Jen Markham was not suggesting that anyone bring along a flat Earth map. Because first of all, that is never the type of map the ordinary traveler uses when either driving or hiking into the Australian outback. It's always the type of map that is a projection of the globe. Why does it always have to be a projection, you ask? If the globe model is so great, why not just bring along a globe? You know, a scaled down version of the Earth. To illustrate just how much smaller the scale model of the Earth needs to be from the actual size of the Earth itself for these and other uses, let's take a look at a few scale models of one part of the globe for which I happen to have just the right variety of maps that we need to make this determination. The region we will be looking at in greater detail using other maps is so small and insignificant on a 16-inch diameter globe that there is nothing on the map to identify it. In fact, it is so insignificant that its location was chosen by the cartographer who made it as a convenient spot to place the letter O when writing out the name of the city of Vancouver. To cart around and actually use a globe of this size when traveling by car, for instance, would not only be very inconvenient, it would also be totally useless for actually plotting our route from point A to point B. Now this next map, being a commonly used projection of the globe that is far easier to carry around and use than an actual globe, is also a map that is now at a scale that makes it possible for it to contain information regarding the area I am interested in. Its scale is 1 to 2,100,000. This means that 1 inch on this map represents just over 33 miles. For ordinary road trips, I much prefer a larger scale map like this next one, with a scale of 1 to 250,000. At that scale, 1 inch on the map covers just under 4 miles. But for backpacking into unfamiliar territory in wilderness areas, I find topographical maps like this one with a scale of 1 to 100,000 to be the most useful of the ones I have at hand. But since topographical maps such as this one are very detailed, they also become a bit too bulky and awkward for most general use. So now we can see why it's not a good idea to be carting a globe around for general travel purposes. Since the circumference of my 16-inch globe is approximately 50 inches, to make a globe with the features contained on even the least detailed of the flat maps we just went through, the length of the circumference of that globe would need to be approximately 15 times the circumference of my globe, or 750 inches. This would give us a diameter of almost 20 feet, which would take a fair-sized living room to accommodate. Who can cart a globe like that around? You'd need a 20-foot tall ladder just to get high enough to see the North Pole at the top of that model. And imagine if someone was considering bringing a globe on a wilderness trek. At 1 inch per 4/5 of a mile, go figure. I mean, literally, go figure. So with all the flat earth flap I hear about all the maps being wrong, I've only one question. Why is it that everyone can get to his or her destination without problem by using one or another of these supposed wrong maps, no matter how far or to where that person chooses to travel? Having shown in more ways than one that the earth must be a globe and cannot be flat, I will now be turning my attention to proving that the Bible is not a flat earth book. So if you're interested in being alerted to my upcoming videos, simply subscribe and click on the notification bell. Also, don't forget to hit the thumbs up and give me your feedback in the comment section below. And thanks for watching.